guys, Nick38 back with more Let's Play OpenTTD. Now we are about 2.5 years out from the end of the episode, or at least the year 2000. So I will probably stop OpenTTD for a little bit. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but we'll figure something out. There seem to be trains waiting everywhere. So we're going to speed this up a little bit because we're just going to make this our last episode as far as with this one, or at least this is going to be the last one for a little bit, because I have a couple other games I may want to cover. But if you guys do want to see more OpenTTD, like continue on with this one, or even me try another environment, please let me know in the comments below. And there's a train there. That doesn't help. There we go. So we're just going to keep sort of adding stuff on as we go. Alright, there we go. We're going to add this one on, and it's going to be used primarily for, well, this is of course going to add on to yet again our logging industry. Not that we have more than like 2 stations that do it, but we do. I think coal is the major industry we use, at least right now. Coal and probably passenger transport. Alright, so there is that. So now we'll have trains. Alright, we'll make sure you are carrying wood. Have you go from here all the way back down to here. You're going to do full load, and we'll make 2 of these trains and tell them to go. Alright, so we're at 172 million it looks like. So that's pretty good. And what else can we do? We already got you transported. I'm almost thinking it's a waiting game at this point. It's just sort of noticing things that we haven't done anything with yet. Yeah, like you, I think you would maybe cover that. Yeah, you are just shy. Okay, so you do not cover livestock at all. That doesn't help us, but that's okay. We could add that on, but that could potentially increase our production to where we can't control it. Because right now I think I have 3 planes, 1 that runs here, and then 2 that run up to here. Yeah, that's passenger airport. Oh, let's add it on anyway, because if we need to, we can probably run an airplane out over this way to like these guys, because you do accept goods. Not a lot, but you'll accept goods. Otherwise, we were going to want to find a city decent size, like this city here. Yeah, we could do that. There we go. There's an idea. Now that was up here towards our other one. Alright, there we go. And we'll bring this way. And right to about there. Alright, there we go. Just need to complete these here. Alright, so there is that one. Throw another one like right here-ish. We'll throw another one here. And then the exits. And you're going to be the closest train depot. And set you to wood. Now it is almost December. So what I may do is after this, I may speed it up a little bit, just so that we can see sort of how this industry goes down here. Yep, you're gonna fully load do 2 of you. So there is that. Alright, so we're going to speed it up a little bit for a while. We're just sort of going to see how this works. So we have some goods here. Alright, so we made 11 million last year. Get rid of all those messages as fast as we can. And I think we're going to run an airplane to a different place. And it was the 300. Fit you for goods. We have 45 airplanes somehow. Here, and then all the way out to, was one of these guys around here? This one. Because you have tons of space right now. Or at least you don't have a lot of aircraft going there. So there's space for adding aircraft in, if that's the correct way to say it. Alright. So we constantly got Green Grove. Let's see if we can find that airport. Ranwell. So that was what it looks like when you lose an airplane. Forgot we have these guys here too. We could probably transport out to there too. Minster. Alright. I'm not sure. We can probably just go with stations. And so they had an airplane crash. Unless there's another airport around Green Grove. Alright, and okay. Yeah, I've never really used this much before, but in essence what it lets you do is figure out all your stations, and then the symbols next to it, it's like buses, trucks, trains, that kind of stuff, and then it also shows exactly what it transports. Alright, so if we can we'll have airplanes waiting here, which will be okay. And we'll just speed everything up a little bit. Alright. And that intersection's a little weird. And we're going to make another aircraft because we are having quite a few, at least quite a few trains come through here, and we have lots of goods waiting. So goods go from here to, so we lost our first aircraft, it looks like, which I guess after running it for such a long time is not too bad. I think it was, who was it? We could do those guys, but I think it was down here at Woodhall. Full load, and then go. Could also do another aircraft. Have you go from here to here. And fully load. Go. So there we got a couple more airplanes transporting goods now. So hopefully we don't have any goods backed up at all. I mean, we should have trains coming through here quite a bit. Alright, and there's another train. Alright, are you... I'm going to send you back, because I don't know if I set you up for goods. Yeah, I don't think I set you up for goods, but that should fix everything, hopefully. We're going to clone that guy, because they have like 9,000 or so population. Alright, so that's making a lot of goods per month. And we could switch this to being a double airport if we felt like it, but I don't think it's that busy to be worried about it. So we're 1998 now. Let's not test that, because it's a larger helicopter, but I don't really use helicopters at all. I think, yeah, because they have helicopter airports, so you can set these up in essence to be just helicopters, and they do have the hub airport now, which is a little bit more efficient, I think. Is that right in guessing the size? It's only one spot bigger, so that's not bad. Alright, so if I go here, demo this, then add in that bigger airport. Here we go. So it's got 2 specific spots for helicopters, and it's got spots for 6 aircraft, it looks like. And it's got 2 hangars. So it can service a lot of vehicles at once, but I think this is more helicopters and then airplanes. So we should see these guys use this quickly if I speed it up. Alright, because I think they travel in on one side, so they come in this side and they leave on the other. Okay, you're just a goods airplane. That's why. Are you... ran well? Okay. I'm gonna clone you just so we can get some aircraft going, because we can make this airport a lot busier now. And where do you go to? You go to Green Grove. So we're gonna clone aircraft 2. I'll have him go, and this is just to set up essentially our passenger service. Alright, so we got a little bit less than a year to make. I think it was 250 I wanted to do, but I think 200,000 is a little bit more achievable. Alright, looks like they're going to get through that pretty quickly at least now, so that should help. This would be the other airport I'd want to expand, but I'd have to demo these guys here, which I don't know if is the greatest idea. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Well, that doesn't seem too busy at least. Although these guys, they built quite a bit. Both these cities have. What else? Yeah, you don't produce anything right now. You're the only one that produces any goods. Could probably use that for helicopter transport of goods, if I felt like it. And there we go. So this is goods airplane? Nope, that's just a transport airplane. And we could go through upgrading all our airplanes, but I don't think that'd be a great idea. Alright, there we go. So we're going to speed it up a little bit again. And let's see if there's any other industries we can connect up. We're going to wait until 1999. So we have, in essence, 1 year to make $12 million, which I think we can easily do. And that's assuming we don't spend anything. Well, actually, that's assuming we spend some money. These guys are pretty big now. And they grow about every 8 days. Okay, aircraft. Aircraft are losing money, that's not good. Buses I can understand. And boats, why are you not making any money? Maybe it's just because of where it transports to. And there are some trains not making money either, which doesn't help us. We can address those issues. I normally don't address those issues, but if you do address them, you will make more money in the long run. I think we'll worry about that probably more next time we do this. because as I said, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to continue on with this one or if I should go on to another map or quite what I should do with this series, because they are getting lots of passengers they got to transport. Alright, you are goods airplane. Okay. Thinking they should make the hangars bigger just so that the collision, there's like no collision between this plane, like its wings, and the sides of the hangar. But admittedly, this is a free game, so not like I'm going to criticize the game for that. It's a good game if you want to learn the general idea of, in essence, economy. 'Cause you have to. It's not hard to play this game, but you have to know economy to be able to play it well. Alright. And is there anything else we can do? We're in March of 1999. So we're getting there slowly. We could have done more at these cities. The only reason I focus more on the larger cities is because they'll grow faster. Like this city here, I think we started out, oh, well, we could make them into an airport. But I think I started out with these guys for around like 6 or 700-ish. Well, maybe it was at 1,000. Let's see, is it city? Yeah, so it's probably more like 1,400 here. But I know these guys, I started out with like maybe 500 or so, and they grew quite a ways. And then of course we started out with our city here. I think we started out with like 2 or 3,000 here, and now we're up to 23,000. So quite a bit more. And they can transport a lot more passengers. So I think in the next episode we may focus primarily on passengers, or in the next series, because I think if we focus on passengers versus cargo, we'll do better. Because passengers isn't the greatest thing to do right away. And the other thing too that I've noticed some people play, sometimes they will take, instead of combining all of the lines for passenger and freight into one, they'll make separate lines for each, which is another good thing to know, I guess. Alright, so you guys, there's like no passengers here. Probably want to upgrade that airplane with something. Alright, so they made a lot of money there. So we're in April now. I'm going to speed it up again. How are we doing for goods transport? Well, at least we got a lot of trains coming in right now, which helps. That's another electric that's pretty fast. Although I think that was monorail. Was that guy monorail? Maybe. I'm not quite sure. He seemed like he should be monorail. Because at this point in the game we should start getting offers from monorail. And you're okay now. So, not going to worry about that. Alright, how fast is that helicopter is my need? I know it flashed on the screen there really quick, because we have the older one designed in 57 and this one is designed in 1998. So it's faster and has a lot more capacity, but its reliability is really low. That's the reason I don't like helicopters as much, because they have lower reliability. That and these small airplanes like this, I don't like those because they don't have mass capacity, because normally when I transport, I try and go for a large amount of passengers, and yeah, because this was the biggest one by far. It was designed in 67, and so far I think it's the one with the most passenger capacity, with the 500, actually with the 600 next, and then I think there's the air taxi is next too at 260. So the only upgrade right now would be we could reduce capacity but increase speed. See, like this guy, reduce capacity, but it's more than twice the speed. So that would be our option. So we're in October now. Sort of just going to speed it along here. And so we're in November and December. Alright, so it's Christmas Eve now, technically. Now it's Christmas Day. I got tons of... Okay. So we're almost there, so I'm going to wait on the pause button for a second, because we only got a couple more days. 30th, 31st, and there we go. I didn't even notice we made our goal here, but we did get to $200,000, so that's good. Let's see what the value of the company is. So that'll give us a graph generally. So we're worth 216,000 or $216 million. So if you take away our money, that means we only have about 14 million in infrastructure and transport, which isn't bad, but you can always increase that. I know at some point it becomes impossible to increase it, but passengers would be the one place to always improve on. Alright, so we don't need a key because we're the only company. So it's showing that we're roughly making, every couple of months, we're making probably, well, it looks like our biggest month so far was probably like 5.2 million it looks like, and then it went down a little bit. But yeah, so we're in the year 2000 now. And the only other thing I think we'll take a look at would be just the massive size of this city, because it almost fills up the whole screen when we're zoomed in. Now it fills up the whole screen, but it's a pretty big city. You can make them bigger, of course, but yeah, that'll be, I guess, I'll have you guys vote. If you want me to continue on with this series on this map in OpenTTD, let me know. Also, if you want me to maybe do like a different biome, like the temperate one or the tropical one, leave that too. If you want me to restart this, leave that as a comment, or if you want me to just move on to another game for a while, please leave that as a comment. I'm going to leave this up for a couple days, so I'll probably just be doing primarily FTL and Destination Seoul for the next couple of days. But I'm going to wait probably till the 20th, I'd say, and see what you guys say. That, or if I don't get a lot of comments in a day, I'll probably just do something. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe below. Also, any comments on any games you want me to play. And I will see you guys in the next episode.